Today, on Fatherly Advice, we will continue to take excerpts from the book Life's Winning Formula. Our topic today, understanding. When we talk about understanding, what are we talking about? We are really talking about how do we relate to one another? Are we willing to hear the other person's point of view and be willing to have an open mind to see it from their perspective? Understanding. That's our topic. And our power statement for understanding: to seek understanding is to seek justice, joy, and peace. Don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. I know you hear people say this all the time. I don't want to hear any more excuses. People are quick to tell others not to make excuses. I believe people tell other people not to make excuses because it is easier than trying to understand the other person's point of view. If I simply tell you not to make excuses, then I don't have to try to understand why you may do the things you do. I don't have to try to understand why you make the decisions you make. I don't have to try to understand why you and I are so different. This is just plain intellectual laziness. It is very easy to tell someone else to stop making excuses when you need to elevate your level of thinking. I don't like hearing a lot of excuses. I don't. But I don't disregard the reasons why people sometimes may have a good excuse as to why something may have or have not happened. For me to totally accept, for me to totally accept, totally to accept this, don't make excuses way of life, I will have to forget that some people have been abused since childhood. For me to accept this no excuse way of life, I will have to forget that some people were born into extreme poverty. I will have to forget that some people were born extremely rich. I will have to forget that some people were born with an incurable disease. I will have to also forget that some people were born into very unstable family situations. I would have to forget that some people were born into vicious and destructive environment that eat up children, that destroy children from the time they come from their mother's wombs. These reasons and many more are not excuses, but explanations of why people are who they are. This is why it is not easy for me to tell people not to make excuses before I get to know their perspective and where those perspectives were formed. Until next time, people, understanding on Fatherly Advice, we will continue our conversation. Have a great day.